Nobody does Star Wars like the power of the Force from Kenner.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Hey Star Wars fans and action figure collectors, welcome back to another episode of Power of the Force Friday. We're bringing back the pilots this week. We're bringing in Biggs Darklighter, as I like to call him. Biggs! Yeah, this one I've had for quite a long time. He spent a lot of years just sort of stuck in the vintage collection, Biggs Darklighter X-Wing, the Red 3 X-Wing. And it was really when I started putting my Power of the Force collection together as a united group, as opposed to just sort of scattered throughout the collection. This guy really just sort of found some extra love. And yeah, it's good to have him as part of the crew. It's been a long time since we've actually had a Biggs Darklighter action figure. We'll go through some previous iterations shortly. We'll take a look at the card back here. So yeah, Tatooine native and childhood buddy of Luke Skywalker, Biggs Darklighter holds off quickly advancing TIE fighters in the Death Star Trench. Sadly didn't make it, but that is the cost of rebellion, and most people involved in the rebellion were very aware of that. It was a bigger picture. You know, we've sort of seen that through Andor now. It was all about the bigger picture. Some other figures. I do have 9 Num in my pile of to-do lists. I don't think I've done Bespin Luke. I'm pretty sure I did the Weequay not that long ago. We've definitely had a look at General Calrissian. And I don't know if we've looked at the Emperor's Royal Guard. I'll have to double check. Yeah, the Freeze Frame Action Slide album. It wasn't available here in Australia, but I'd love to track one down. I don't have too many of the slides, but yeah, each display holder holds 12 slides. Probably be better off just looking for a generic slide holder. But yeah, we'll get that there. We'll get a quick look at Biggs. This is one of the greatest moustaches in Star Wars, let's be honest. I know Rogue One did a lot for moustaches on both the Rebel and the Imperial side. And General Antok Merrick had an absolutely fantastic moustache. And they really made it feel like it was Rogue One, particularly the Rebellion. They definitely made it look like it was cast in the 70s. So yeah, he's got a blaster rifle here. It's pretty tough. And the sort of standard Rebel blaster pistol. So yeah, he's pretty good. Always enjoyed the orange jumpsuit. Told the story many times. The Snowspeeder pilot Luke is one of my personal favourites of the Power of the Force line, just for nostalgic purposes. But this one's still good. A couple of previous versions. The most recent is from 2014 3 3/4 inch Black Series. This one came out, and this is pretty much I don't know if it's a complete repack of the 2007 30th anniversary collection Biggs, but it was pretty close. There may have been some slight updates to the deco and stuff like that, but I'm not sure. Could definitely do with an upgrade. I'm surprised he hasn't made it into the vintage collection yet, but there are still quite a few of those Black Series 3 3/4 inch figures that haven't yet had the upgrade to the vintage collection. And whether or not it's because they're slightly out of date, this one's still got the old swivel hips there. They'd probably be more beneficial to do a new sculpt for someone like Biggs. Also have from a comic pack, Biggs Imperial TIE pilot. So imagine this is before he escaped the academy to join the rebellion. So he comes with this interesting TIE Pilot helmet, which has got sort of the open face, which is, I guess, for the story, was sort of training purposes. Open face TIE Pilot. And they also did a figure of Hobby Clivian from the comic series. This is still a cool figure. I've always liked TIE Pilots. And again, rocking that moustache like an absolute professional. Look at it. It's a moustache you can set a watch to, honestly. Look at it. And then the other version I have is this one right here. This is based on the deleted scenes. This is from the 30th anniversary collection, I'm pretty sure. 2007, yeah. And this is from the deleted scene where he comes back to Tatooine and sees Luke. And basically informs him of his defection from the Empire to aid the rebellion. Yeah, it kind of fits in. It was kind of a cool scene. You know, you don't really, this sort of gives you a little bit more into who Biggs is when you get down to Yavin, but it's not necessary. You know, I get why they cut it. You know, you don't need a full backstory for Biggs. You just understand that they're bumping into each other after a period of time. But yeah, this is still a pretty cool figure. I still like it. I like the white jacket. But yeah, there's a few different Biggs figures. I think there was one more, which I think was the 30th anniversary, which is, like I said, was pretty much the same as this one. But yeah, I'd like a new Biggs. So yeah, not only is this a good little Power of the Force Friday action figure review, it's a little bit of a history lesson in Biggs Darklighter figures as well. So I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at this one. Focus would, I do like his helmet. I like the checker pattern on the helmet, that's cool. But yeah, I'll be back next week for another episode of Power of the Force Friday. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you then. Until then, may the power of the Force be with you, always.